So we're walking into the Blue Horizon boxing ring here in Philadelphia. It's gonna be awesome.
The Blue Horizon is a historic 1,346-seat former boxing venue in Philadelphia. The Ring magazine voted it the #1 boxing venue in the world, and Sports Illustrated noted it as the last great boxing venue in the country. In this video, we're going to take you through this amazing place that was originally built in the 1800s as a private estate. It then went on to become a boxing venue in 1961, and people loved it because of the fact that the spectators felt like they were so close to the ring and part of the action.
How long has this place been closed? 2010? This is amazing.
It just goes to show you how much can happen when a building isn't taken care of for 10 years.
This is pretty amazing. This is a historic boxing ring. Can you get the lights turned on? They cut it off in November.
This video is in 3 parts. Part 1 is the Urbex section. We're going to talk a lot about macro photography and how it makes a huge impact in an environment like this. Part 2 is a workshop where we show you guys how we did things with a group, where we set up lighting to mimic the lighting that would have been present at the boxing ring during its time. And in part 3, we're going to do a portrait shoot. At this point, we've seen the building, we've been throughout the building on an Urbex shoot and as a group, and then Emily and I went back and did a shoot, really working with powder, water, a bunch of different things, fast action, putting 20 frames per second together to show you the different things that you can do in a venue like this. We hope you enjoy it.
This is amazing.
Most people know a staple of Urbex type photography are wide-angle lenses. Well, something I brought over from my wedding photography days is my macro lens. There's so many amazing things in these places to shoot, and details are critical.
Because I always think that every single thing in here, even if it's not to our eyes alive, it's witnessed, it's felt, it's been a part of something that's historic. And I don't know, to me that's why Urbex has always been so fascinating to me. You know, like what moans and groans and heartache and despair, and how many fighters in here, you know, like for a lot of guys, it's not like the Mike Tysons of the world, you know, they're not making trillions of dollars. It's, any fight could be their last fight, you know, and I don't know, for some people this is their whole life. To me, that's the beauty of this kind of documentation and photography, and it's why it's so critical that we do what we do as photographers.
If you approach every shoot that you do as if you're the only person who will ever photograph it, or maybe the last person that will photograph it, it'll change the way you take pictures.
So we go out and up the stairs to get up there, brother?
I heard him.
I think what's always attracted me to these abandoned, decayed locations is finding the beauty in a place that's been forgotten. Finding the light, finding the colors, finding the story. And telling that story is why I've always loved shooting these places.
Wow, look at that.
We all love taking pictures of things that are beautiful and manicured and all set up, but finding beauty in places that are destroyed, that's a challenge, and it's a challenge I love to take on. The other part of my journey this last year has been training a new protege, my first protege really, and here are some of her images. I couldn't be more proud of her. I know many of you know her as just a model, but she's so much more, and that's the reason why she's the one here. When time permits, I absolutely love to scope out a place and shoot it from a landscape or Urbex standpoint before thinking about portraits or anything of that nature. Because you're scouting the place, and it makes your shots that much better.
Lots of mold over here, Emily.
To photographers out there who are looking to do things like this, all I can say is look for the light. When you do, you can find some gems like this.
Nine years. This is what happens after 9 years. Time for the macro.
I mentioned earlier how macro shots can really be critical in an Urbex type of a shoot. Well, you see me taking the 11-24 Canon off and putting on the Sony 90mm.
So I'm going to try and find a place where the sun is hitting one of the belt loops, which will enable me to get a really cool shot. See, this may be the ticket right here. That blue getting hit by the sun, that's my lighting by God, courtesy of that window.
So if you're ready to start documenting, and you already have a wide angle lens, I really recommend picking up a macro. It can really change your photography, change what you get. You'll also notice that there's a common theme in these shots. There's lighting on the key subject, and then there's lighting behind. You have to find two lighting sources. Lighting on the ropes, lighting on the windows in the background. That's what makes dynamic photography. It's all about light.
You're putting yourself into the environment that you're shooting. It's like you're living it. It's amazing. It really is amazing. Like these are the ropes that people got knocked around on, you know?
Oh yeah.
Isn't that wild?
It is.
Tight shots tell more stories. So if you're lacking story in your images, you need to get a little tighter. Tell more of a story. You want the macro?
Yes, please.
A few more shots by Miss Emily. One for the website, show them where we're at. A couple more macro shots, and clearly she's taken my lessons and taken off. Diamond in the rough.
Eric, we're gonna try to mimic the lighting scenario here. This will be very interesting. I hope you brought your muscles. We can boom.
So to recreate the lighting above, we only had one light with us, which was the rotolight. So we put it on a boom, positioned it above the models, and got them to fight, and created some really great shots.
Oh, that's cool.
But we're mimicking the lighting from above right now. One of the common misconceptions that people have is when it's dark, you increase the output of the light, which is the opposite of what you should be doing. Okay, you're gonna beat each other up. Turn your body this way. You notice before I'm shooting, I'm getting all my...
Get your lighting and your posing set up before you start firing your shots, guys. It'll improve your photography immediately.
Okay, now you need to really fight. 1, 2, 3, go.
I approach my photography like a director in a movie. I want things to be real, so you're gonna see me encourage them to really go for it.
Come on, girls. There we go. Okay, stop. Take a break. Nice. Okay, now, I was shooting those at 1/80th of a second. Okay, now I'm going to have to go up on my shutter to about 5/100ths of a second, which is going to require me to go up in my ISO. Now I'm going up in my ISO because, as you saw, I've turned the light down to, I think 25% or whatever. I don't want the light to be too bright because then my background turns dark. This is when you shoot the A9. Eric, take that sexy leg back a little bit. Perfect. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, go. I love it. That's fantastic. You girls, that was awesome. All right, guys, that is our time. Let's give a round of applause to the ladies. Let's pack up and let's get out of here. Great job, team. Great job, ladies.
Anything you want to say?
That was amazing. This is my bodyguard.
You're gonna tear something up.
This is called the Tearing It Up with Terrence section.
You're gonna learn today.
Yes, you are.
I'm grateful for each and every one of you out there who support what we do and support the love of photography that we are creating. Never give up on your dreams, my friends, and never let anyone take away your light.
What's up, boxing fans? My name is Jason Lanier.
And I'm Emily Ronaldo.
She's probably the best smelling boxer of all time.
Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't smell her until she did the and I'm like, that's a nice effervescent smell coming through. We are here at a historic boxing ring. This is Blue Horizon here in Philadelphia. For people like us who are fans of Urbex, and I'm personally a boxing fan, this is a dream come true to be able to shoot at a place like this. And we have adorned Miss Emily in boxing, somewhat athletic attire. For the boxing aficionados out there, we're not trying to make her a complete boxer. What we're trying to do is have a great shoot. She looks amazing. This is like she's coming here to just train and do a great job. We have this old boxing ring which has seen a lot of, I'm sure, battles, which I just love thinking about the history of things. And we're honored we have a boxer with us today who boxed at Blue Horizon.
Crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
Come on over, Thomas. This is Thomas.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you, my man.
Right.
So when did you box here?
I boxed here in the late 80s.
Late 80s?
Yeah.
How many times did you have fights here?
I had about 8 bouts here.
8 bouts?
Yeah.
Yeah, did they go well for you?
Yeah, they went well. Yeah, I mean, 7-1. Yeah.
7-1. Wow. That's awesome.
Wow, it's just amazing to see this place like this. You know what I mean? From when I was here.
That's what I was gonna say. For you, it has to be like kind of mind-blowing that you went from a place where there's fans and cheering and crowds, and now it's completely vacant and dilapidated, disrepair.
Yeah.
Well, we're honored to have you here. He's going to be helping us. He's actually one of my followers, which is awesome.
Yes, I study all the videos. I do.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Well, we're going to tap into some of your professional expertise today to help us with Miss Emily. She's not a professional boxer.
Okay.
So we'll tap into some of that. That way we can make boxing fans and people who would like to watch this from a boxing perspective. We're not trying to make her a boxer, guys. What we're trying to do is just make sure anything that we can do, get it a little bit more authentic and have some fun.
Okay. Okay.
So thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
And in advance, we thank you for your help.
All right.
Yeah, started off, you wrapped her hands already. It was fantastic. And we have powder, we have water. We want to do some different things to really see what we can get done. We're going to really test Emily's skills. I can promise you her punches are more scary than her sound effects. Right now we're being lit by the Rhodolite Innova Pro 2. And this is really fun because it's being lit without any modification. It's being lit without any modification. It's being lit without any modification. We have about 4 diffusion panels on the front of the light itself.
Jason modified this Innova Pro 2 with, I believe it's about, oh wow, there's like 6 diffusers here. Are they half stops?
There's a few full stops and some half stops, so it's about 4 stops of diffusion. And that gave us that crazy soft light. And that even looking at you now, the light is so soft.
So like here compared to...
Yeah, quite a difference. And it's amazing how soft that can make the light without having a huge modifier. Are you ready to go?
I'm so ready.
Yeah, you're super excited.
Yes, stoked.
So, you ready? Fantastic. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Go ahead and lean against the side of the stair, the banister. Go up a little bit. There you go. 1, 2, 3. Or let me see that 85. Take your right leg, put it up higher. There you go. Beautiful. Oh, bring it back, point it up. There you go. Put the heel on that step right there. There you go. Beautiful. Love it. 1, 2, 3. Head to the light. Take your right foot higher. Love it. Great job with the shoulders. Squat. There you go. Love that. Perfect. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Put your right hand on the banister. Love that. Put your, like you're an Avenger, put your right hand down, or your left. There you go. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3. That's amazing. Head to the light. Okay, perfect. That's amazing. Great job, Emmy. Let's take the stuff up top and shoot.
So this was our third shoot at Blue Horizon, so we wanted something different. We wanted Emily to come in more of some athletic attire. So we ran to a local Modell's there in Philadelphia, and she found this outfit. She did a great job at picking a top that had a worn look to it. The shorts were phenomenal. We found the wraps, and we wanted more of a pinup look with athletic attire in this old place, and it ended up working out just perfect. This next shot you're going to see is actually natural light. That's the natural light coming in from the broken out windows above. And we just played with the chains. We found different ways to do things to really make it a more dynamic shoot. You can kind of draw inspiration from things like Rocky and how they would train with, without a gym, and how they would get in there and do things to really pull on their muscles. And that was kind of my motivation for the shoot. And Emily just rocked it. She just killed it. You see that Rotolite Nova Pro 2 coming in? That is the light that's illuminating her. And again, that is without diffusion, except for those filters that are on the front that we showed you at the beginning of this video. I chose to do it that way because we are shooting in compressed spaces, and I didn't want to have to work around a big modifier. Want to put a shout out to John Hall, one of Emily's Urbex buddies, for turning us on to how to get into this location. Thank you, brother.
All right, take the light away. Just
Giving you guys an example of what it looks like with and without artificial light.
there you go. Wrap your arms one time around the rope. Wow, that's beautiful. 1, 2, 3. That's gorgeous, Emmy. Take your right leg and wrap it through something.
And some of these ideas in here are just playing like a kid and trying to see if something works.
I love it. Yeah, modeling's easy. 1, 2, 3. That is awesome. I love that shot. Oh, that's pretty. Don't move. I love that. Eyes to me. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Stand up. Let's get just a tough boxer pose here. Out. Yeah. There you go. Arms up on it. There you go. Up on your, there you go. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3. Okay, perfect. Now we're gonna break down and get inside the ring. We're gonna do some fast action stuff. You ready? Ready. Let's do it.
Quick little fun fact, they actually filmed parts of Rocky 5 at the Blue Horizon, so it was really fun just drawing some inspiration for that. We found that red bucket that Emily's standing on just scattered around on the floor there. That's one thing I also like to do too, is if I can find some stuff that's in the area or in the environment and use it, that makes it a little bit more organic, which I really like. I really like the lighting coming in on Emily here. Again, the low footprint, the small footprint of having just the light on a C-stand with no modifier made a big difference. We got Emily up on the ropes here, got some great shots of her. She's such a trooper getting in there and making sure that we get what we need. Constant light worked perfect in this scenario. And there's a shot of it there. You can see exactly kind of what we're looking for. And here we're going to get into some fun stuff. You guys are going to see us start to play with the 20 frames a second on the A9 and to do some stuff where we're really capturing some motion. We're using powder, and then we're going to end up using water to really show the movement. So after dousing it with powder, I'm just going to pull on it here, and then here are about 100 shots. And look at it just go. That's 20 frames a second, just a hair below 24 frames a second, which is what they film movies at. It wouldn't be one of my shoots without one of these things happening, but I went with it and filmed a new outro that you'll see at the end of this video.
Are you still there? Yeah, I'm talking to you.
It gave Emily a good laugh, so I guess it made it all worth it. So we brought Thomas into the ring to not only be our consultant, but also Emily's trainer. What surprises me the most about these shots is Emily's ability to get water in her eyes and not flinch. Amazing.
He's trying to drown me.
I think technically it's called
Waterboarding.
Or no, spit it out and spit it. Go like this, like you're spitting at the crowd, you're angry.
Got it.
Like they're booing you.
Alright.
You're like, F you.
Got
You ever do that, Thomas?
it. Does that happen?
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. That was awesome! The spit, the point, the spray. It was a collaborative effort. That was phenomenal.
The point here is using technology to storytell. Here I wanted them to point to the crowd as if they were angry for being booed. And having a camera that can do 20 frames a second combined with an LED that's powerful enough to illuminate what you're capturing and a freeze frame action makes a huge difference in your work. I buy gear based upon what it can do for me, not what I can do for it, my friends. Find the right gear that works for you.
So this was an amazing shoot. A big thank you to Miss Emily.
Thank you.
Did an awesome
so much
job.
fun.
It's crazy how you match so many environments, and we got to do a sports kind of shoot, which was a lot of fun. Yep. Dead bird feathers, fantastic. We had our trainer, Mr. Thomas Woods.
Thank you, appreciate it, and glad to be here.
Yeah, and what an honor to have somebody like you who fought in this ring with us today. A huge honor. Thank you, my man. Really appreciate it. My man, Mr. Cliff. Thank you for helping out. Mr. Cliff is,
Jason.
he's been at various workshops with me, and he got to assist today, and we couldn't have done it without you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We shot this with the Rhodolite Anova Pro 2. This is a complete Anova Pro 2 shoot. Big thanks to Rhodolite for helping with this shoot. And thank you guys. We couldn't have done it without you. And you can find moi. Well, you've already found me. You're watching my video. Thank you. We couldn't do this without you. So a big, big thanks. Don't forget to click on notifications so you're updated every time we release a new video. Even if you're subscribed, if you don't click on notifications, there's a lot of times you don't get notified when we release new videos, and that makes me sad. If you want to follow the podcast that I do with this crazy lady, you can go to jasonlanier.com/podcast. So until next time,
Keep shooting.
never give up on your dreams.
Find the right gear that works for you.
And remember,
You only have one chance to get it right.
yeah.
So
And,
get it right.
and when you don't get it right, your 24/7 goes falling down the stairs. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. This is cursed. Are you still there? Are you still there? Yeah, I'm talking to you. If you want to learn more online with us, go to patreon.com/Jason Lanier Photography. And if you want to do crazy crap like this in crazy locations, go to jasonlanier.com/register and we'll sign you up for a workshop. Well, actually, you have to sign up. And you gotta pay a little bit of money and then you can play with us. It's That's awesome. Do it. Now.
Proud of you. Way to make use of that.
All right, yeah. People are gonna be like, what just happened?